So we just finished your hearing test, and I'm just going to tell you the results really quick. So looks like you have about a mild to moderate, going down to about severe hearing loss. Bilaterally, they're pretty symmetrical. It's sensory neural in nature, so also we have frequencies here. If you kind of see on this graph, the frequencies go up to 8,000, and then you also have your really low frequencies here.
Have you ever felt aggravated or confused when your audiologist is explaining your hearing test and you don't understand what's going on? Are you not the only one? To better understand hearing loss, let's talk about the basic anatomy of the ear and what could lead to the different types of hearing loss. We have an outer ear, middle ear, and an inner ear. The outer ear is what we can see on the exterior and includes the ear canal where earwax is produced. The outer ear helps to localize sounds and funnels the sounds from the surrounding environment down our ear canal to our eardrum. From here, we enter the middle ear, which is an air-filled space. The middle ear consists of very small ossicle bones known as the malleus, incus, and stapes. These three bones all work together to make sure the sound energy reaches the oval window of the cochlea. If there is a problem in the outer ear and/or in the middle ear, this is called a conductive hearing loss. For example, if your ear canal is full of earwax and sound isn't able to get through, or if there's a buildup of fluid in your middle ear from a really bad cold, you won't be able to hear well. Everything will sound soft to you, and the speaker will have to talk very loudly for you to hear. Imagine hearing like you just put earplugs in both ears.
Hey Tran, how's it going? Tran, hey Tran, how's it going?
Hi, I didn't see you there.
Didn't see you either.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Now, let's talk about the inner ear. This is where all sounds you're hearing in the environment are processed down to the specific volume and pitch. The inner ear holds the organ of hearing called the cochlea, which is filled with fluid. The cochlea houses hair cells that move in specific areas and at different speeds depending on what you're hearing in the environment. When the stapes foot plate pushes on the oval window, cochlear fluid begins to move and the hair cells move in response to the presence of sound. The signals then travel to the auditory nerve, leading up the brainstem and to the auditory cortex. If there's a problem in the inner ear and the auditory nerve, this is called a sensory neural hearing loss. When the hair cells in the cochlea move quickly and frequently, the risk for damage increases and they will eventually break. Once they break, they don't regenerate. The signals are unable to make it to your auditory nerve, resulting in auditory deprivation and can lead to deficits in cognitive ability. So imagine taking out your earplugs and having someone yell at you. Depending on the level of hearing loss, speaking louder will not help with the clarity of speech. It's helpful to ask the speaker to slow down for better speech understanding.
Hey Tran, did you see The Bachelor last night?
Hey, you don't have to yell. I have a mild hearing loss, but no, I didn't. I just can't really understand what you're saying, so can you just slow down your speech?
Okay.
If there's a problem with the sound traveling through and in the way it's processed at the auditory nerve, this is called a mixed hearing loss. I have mixed feelings about making it more complicated for you, so let's just keep it to the basics. If you have a hearing loss, there are devices that will help with audibility and clarity of speech. These devices are recommended depending on your hearing loss type and degree. It may be overwhelming to research these systems on your own, so it's highly recommended to visit your audiologist at Northern Illinois University to speak about all potential options.